Casual console, seeing you to that chair.
That's right, seeing you to that chair.
What's up, my casual gamers, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, last time, things started to get a little bit darker. So hopefully, this time, things go into that full-blown craziness. I'm not exactly sure what's supposed to happen, but I heard it was really bad. So, let's go ahead and jump into this and pick our poem. Now, last time, we went for Yuri, and we did Natsuki before that, so let's go ahead and do Sayori. So Sayori, she's kind of a mix between light and dark, so we are going to go with, how about a little bit of sunny, and is wonderful. Awesome sounds like something she would say. And how about a little bit of dark, because she's on both ends of the spectrum. Hopeless sounds a little bit like her. And peaceful? Seems like we're doing really good with her. How about uncanny? No, that's Yuri. How about we do a little bit of tragedy, which is kind of weird for hers. Destiny. No, that'd be her. Okay, Yuri. Seems like it's mixed between you two so far. We're gonna go with vanilla? No. How about lazy? That's definitely Sayori. Melody, no. A tone, no. Okay. They're a little bit harder thinking of hers because, you know, it could be anything. We're gonna go with breathe. No. All right. We might end up hitting Yuri this time. Waterfall? No. Misery. Brutality, universe shopping, misfortune. That's a big word for Sayori. It's also a character off League of Legends. How about disown? No. Secretive? No. Okay, so we might have gotten Yuri. I don't know. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. You were just angry about it yesterday. Weren't you just complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? See, I told you. Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica! Do you usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You? Of all people? I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. Eh? You're spacing out again. Ha. Sorry. Don't mind me. Can you go talk to everyone else? Huh? Is everything alright? She sounds a little depressed, maybe. Of course. Why wouldn't I be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, don't worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Casual, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading in it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Casual. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Casual. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anyone else, you know? She's been so much happier since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way! Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has been. You're so funny, Casual. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful? Because that's just how she is when she's around you. I had that pause going on. I'm just like, The gears are turning, but nothing's turning on. I said too much. I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. She's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit down myself. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and to have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh on me down so much? I mean, she's still your friend anyway. It doesn't matter how much you care about her or not. I mean, if she's feeling down, she's feeling down. And then, you know, the recent light of just, oh, she might have a thing for you. So, yeah, of course it's going to be on your mind. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why does this feel like I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly I notice Yuri peering at me from over her book, but she looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize that she won't get anywhere like this. I've never really seen Yuri approach anyone or start a conversation on her own accord, so I have no choice but to approach her myself. By now it's a little easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to her own. Oh, did we get Yuri this time? It sounds like we got Yuri this time instead of Sayori. It might have jumped, you know? I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't do anything. But I could tell that you wanted to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? Who says we have thoughts? We just go by the motions. How were you even able to tell that I was thinking like that? Well, it's something that I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. You were staring. You can't get enough of this man meat. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are only the concern of those who willfully share in that concern. Of course, there are certainly those who find the most comfort in keeping to themselves. But if you would prefer to share what's on your mind, then I would be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a bit uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah. She seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit to me. So I can't help but to wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry. I didn't mean to say something stupid. It's not that, I just didn't want you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have been friends for a long time, that's all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it is unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it a little much. Casual. The world is full of meaning, often hidden deep beneath plain sight. And there are many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you may know them. So you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think that Sayori is a very complex person. Her mannerisms on the outside don't always match what they may be going inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too, and I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looked like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? I guess. I guess. Yeah, a little bit. But you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends, that's all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes, a person's mysteries are untold even to themselves, and you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were in you. That is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri? You're giving me too much credit. Yeah, you are. Yeah. I'm not the greatest. I'm not the greatest person. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not really as sophisticated as you. Ha. That's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyway, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Well, yeah, I'm the one that asked. Of course I'm okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my mind off this whole thing anyway. So I get to read with Yuri again? Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Everyone, it's time to read your poems!
Why don't we share our poems now? Yeah. Before I know it, everyone is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Well, we're gonna find out then, aren't we? Monica, we're gonna ask about Sayori, if I have that option. Hi, Casual. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, big gulp in my throat, No, I haven't. Being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people? Well, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. You are so supportive, Monica. It would also make me happy to see. Hahaha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. Just a long sure. Just sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Okay, so I did get the Sayori one. Is that so? You and Sayori are really good friends, huh? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sorts of things in common. Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's kind of a vibe I get when reading your poem. You sure you're not reading too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing is kind of gentle filth of it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. But you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. Are you saying you want to experiment, Monica? Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Oh, this is kind of a long one. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth, a lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose flower. That's not in the poem. And all that she ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift, the sky victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow, I fall. And I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather. A dry quill, expressionless, but a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she reminds me in a willow voice, or a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. Alright, I don't really know what to think about that one. I mean, it's well written, Monica, thank you. It has something to do with probably like feeling like you're drifting in the wind or something like that. You know, kind of like the Katy Perry song about being a bag in the wind. But other than that, I can't really make too much out of it. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in this club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional. Ah, yeah, that. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip for the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing it becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. That's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. That's actually true. It's true for like YouTube videos as well. Like, it's a lot easier to show your videos and stuff like that to the other video creators because, you know, it's got that similar interest and they can give like more decent feedback besides, yeah, it sucks. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Alrighty then, Monica, let's go to Natsuki. This one's alright. Alright. Yeah, well, it doesn't blow me away. But there's something I really hate about it. But there's nothing I really hate about it. It's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Eh? You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Well, thanks, Natsuki. You know, you're just gonna completely forget about our time we spent over there in the closet almost. That's a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away, like letting go of a balloon. You could say, we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem? Here. Okay. I'll be your beach. Be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminish your wonder over the years. Okay, this one actually rhymes. But today, I have a special place, a beach for us to go to, a shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with a brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Kind of sounds more like a song. This one's actually like really decent. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. I'll set you free in my my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful. When you press your lips to mine, oh, there's kissing. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. That one's actually really good, Nasuki. There's no darkness about that one. I feel like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about a beach. So you decide to write about the beach first, then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and both of us write about it, or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too, but there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. In the very least, it was good practice. I actually like that. That was my favorite poem that she wrote. Alright, Yuri. Let's do this. Well done, Casual. You've definitely improved your writing over the course of these few days. Has my advice been helping you too? Yeah, definitely. I'm glad. Sharing your writing like this, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than I anticipated. I need to remember to thank Monica. I think we all felt a little awkward at first, but now it seems like everyone is enjoying sharing their writing and seeing what others think. I guess I can't really disagree. I was afraid this whole thing would be a chore. But it's been a great way for me to spend some personal time with all of the girls in the club. It has been, yes. But it's been fun getting to know everyone and the writing. And I guess doing some writing myself. Well, have you learned anything about yourself, Casual? Well, you know how I like to say that writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe what's most important is exploring and discovering yourself. That's comforting. I'm kind of afraid of disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? You're always so sophisticated with your writing and have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. Eh? For me to have become someone whose opinions are fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I just meant that I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and overcome those sorts of conclusions. I'm just a little too used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What I'm saying... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. I mean, besides you probably being crazy down the road, I don't really see why there's much dislike for you. I mean, you're just kind of like a general smarter than most people person. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. Okay. Beach, of course. Natsuki warned me about the whole beach thing. If I could read it. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth drastically meets the surface, under a clear blue sky and expanse of bliss, but beneath gray rolling clouds an endless enigma. The easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found, but one can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet, the tide comes in. Will it gently lick at your foundations until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in a blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same. Yet, we still built sandcastles. And I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle, yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary. line, tempted by the foamy tendrils. Turn back, and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward, and I return to Earth forevermore. We went a little Edgar Allan Poe at the end. Forevermore. Alright. Yeah, that was a little bit more sophisticated, but I do like Natsuki's better. Because, yeah, one, it was a lot easier to read. I hate her handwriting, like, so much. I'm aware that the beach is kind of a inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it. Yeah, Natsuki already told me about it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted to write about the same topic again. I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles or thought processes. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it's no surprise that she want to do something like that. She probably just wants to show off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not that bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know? It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. I'm just like, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna move on now. That's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. Eh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. Maybe. That's not really what I meant though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Casual. Sayori? Is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Heh. Alright. Just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Hey! I'm going to go home a little bit early today. Sayori? Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. I didn't get to read her poem! Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You derived from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrases? I didn't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Ah, it seems you're right. Sigh. You know, I'm getting that foreshadowing kind of feeling. I am. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously. Out of all of the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Ah, no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. First of all, Natsuki, learn your place and shut your mouth. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Who? That's weird. Who? That curious expression coming from Yuri, out of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's alright. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? And now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never really gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help to Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Casual. The one thing, or the one who is truly useless. Haha, don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You can always help me out as well. Ha 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 ha. You can always help me out as well, Casual. You can come help me with some pamphlets while Sayori's feeling sick. You know, I might need the company. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? You know, it's a weekend, so like if I was to split it up on Friday night, go with like Natsuki, and then on Saturday night, go with Yuri, and then on Sunday night, spend time with the rest of the girls, I could help everybody. You know, there's enough Casual to go around. I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. Dirty work, huh? It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would be able to handle the baking on your own. Casual may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assist with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Casual too. What are you saying? It will be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Casual to decide how he would like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. She did the pose again. I was just saying, though, geez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Casual, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. I kind of want to spend time with Sayori because she's not feeling well. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No, it's not like that at all. I'm just lazy and don't want to walk that far. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. You know what? We're gonna go with Yuri. Because Yuri doesn't insult me. Well, I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you? Natsuki. I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying, So you'll be helping Yuri then, Casual? Yeah. I'm going to... I should have probably saved the game. Oh well. That's what I'm going to do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things, so I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. So, Is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited may not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Casual? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in seeing how this will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki! What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Uh-huh. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Casual picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They'll go really well with my tea, and nothing that I do for the event will compare to that, so, I get it. I'm kinda surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer someone up must be far out of her own comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it doesn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No. I kind of appreciate it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But I'm going to say this. You better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. I believe you. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things and start to follow Monika and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I just realized I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Well, I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem, and my parents ain't home. Yeah. I decide not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter much either way, so I'll just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Casual. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you may have chosen me. You're forgetting the one reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extremely tense expression. Must be like Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted me to point out when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight into my eyes for a long while. I believe you. As if it took her tremendous effort, Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. And I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming over to my house on Sunday, even though I would have preferred it to be with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. I just have to go with it, then I'll have a good time. Well, there you go, everyone. Nothing too bad happened this episode. I believe it's probably going to be next episode. I keep saying that because I keep expecting something to happen and nothing's happening. But it's still a really good story, and I hope you guys are enjoying. And if you want to follow the story, of course, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Stay casual, and I'm out of here.